10 years. 10 years of blood, sand, and the screams of dying heroes. The walls of Troy have finally crumbled, not by the sheer strength of the Greek spear, but by the devastating cunning of one man. Odysseus, king of Ithaca, stands amidst the smoldering ruins. He watches as the great city of Priam is swallowed by the earth and sky, a funeral pyre for a decade of wasted youth. The war is over, but for Odysseus, the struggle is only shifting shape. As he signals his men to push the black ships into the churning Aegean, his mind is already miles away, crossing the white-capped waves to the rocky shores of his home. He dreams of the scent of Ithaca's olive groves and the steady heartbeat of his wife, Penelope. He believes the hardest part is behind him. He believes he has outwitted fate itself. But the gods do not like to be overshadowed by the cleverness of mortals, and the sea is a jealous master that never forgets a slight. The journey begins with hope, but the Mediterranean is a labyrinth of spirits. The north wind, driven by the cold breath of Zeus, shatters their course, howling through the rigging until the stars themselves seem to lose their places. For 9 days, they are hunted by the gale, eventually washing up on the shores of the Lotus Eaters. It is a land steeped in a perpetual golden afternoon, a place where the air is heavy and smells of honey and slow-burning incense. The inhabitants offer the crew a flowering fruit, a blossom that holds the power of total oblivion. Those who taste it find their memories dissolving like salt in a storm. The longing for home, the faces of their children, the very concept of duty, all of it vanishes. They wish only to stay, to graze on the lotus, and to sleep until the world ends. Odysseus must become a tyrant to save them, dragging his weeping, screaming men back to the ships and chaining them to the rowing benches. He realizes now that the greatest danger isn't always a sword. Sometimes it is the simple desire to stop caring. Hunger and curiosity lead them to a darker shore, the land of the Cyclops. These are not men, but lawless giants, each with a single eye that looks upon the world without mercy. Odysseus and 12 of his best men enter a coven that reeks of curdled goat's milk and ancient bone. They wait for the master of the house, hoping for the sacred laws of hospitality to be honored. Instead, they meet Polyphemus, a mountain of flesh and fury. The giant does not offer bread, he offers death. With a roar that shakes the cave walls, he seizes 2 sailors and dashes their brains against the stone, devouring them raw. The exit is blocked by a boulder no 50 men could move. They are trapped in a larder for a monster. But Odysseus, man of many turns, begins to weave his most dangerous web. He offers the giant a skin of potent, undiluted wine. As the giant grows drunk and sloppy, he asks for Odysseus' name. "Nobody," the king replies. When the giant collapses into a stuporous sleep, Odysseus acts. They take an olive wood stake, long as a ship's mast, and heat the tip in the hearth until it glows with a murderous red light. With a collective scream of terror and rage, they drive the point into the giant's single eye. The hiss of boiling blood fills the cave. Polyphemus bellows in agony, calling out to his brothers. "Nobody is killing me," he cries. And so, hearing that, nobody is the culprit. The other giants leave him to his fate. They escape the cave by clinging to the undersides of the giant's rams, slipping past his groping hands. But as the ships reach the safety of the water, Odysseus' pride, the fatal flaw of many a hero, takes hold. He cannot bear to be nobody. He wants his name to ring through the ages. "If any man asks who blinded you," he bellows across the surf, "tell them it was Odysseus, son of Laertes, king of Ithaca." The giant, standing on the cliffs, raises his hands to the sky. He prays to his father, Poseidon, the earth-shaker. He asks that Odysseus never sees his home again, or if he must, that he arrives late, alone, and to a house of total chaos. Far below the surface, in the lightless depths of the Aegean, the god of the sea hears the prayer of his son. The water begins to boil. The journey home will not be a victory lap. It will be a 10-year funeral. One island conquered, 1,000 more to go. The god of the sea is now their enemy. and the winds are turning cold. Join us next time for part 2 of the Odyssey. This is Tales Lost in Time. Subscribe to keep the flame alive.